you're the weirdest looking person on the planet Earth.
Thank you. Thank you. That doesn't insult me at all. That's very kind.
I don't mean that as a negative.
No, not at all. I just don't have to cover my chin because I'm proud of it.
Jay, it's not, Jay. If you weren't famous and you robbed a bank and the dude was describing you to like a police sketch artist, he'd be like, no, seriously, what did he look like? Nobody...
Hey, listen, we must talk about Hangover.
We were a month in L.A., and the rest of it was in Thailand.
And was that hell?
I did go through a rough patch. I ate something that made my body so angry. I exploded.
Every day.
A bomb went off in my stomach, and it had 2 outlets.
Hugh Laurie didn't like the advice he got from a lion expert.
I did a film with a lion. Once I had to shoot with a lion. I said, what is the sort of safety thing here with this wild lion? You know, what if it does happen? What are you supposed to do? And he took great delight, a South African handler took great delight in telling me that if a lion charges you, you have to reach back, you take a handful of shit and you throw it in the lion's face. And I obviously said, where'd you get the shit from? And he said, don't worry, it'll be there.
I feel like I haven't been here in a long time.
Have you here?
Did you miss me?
Yes. I miss you a lot. Yes. I love you.
Don't be creepy. It's dangerous to be a stripper. I thought it was just fun and games, but no.
That's why I gave it up. Yeah. Laugh with me.
Creepy.
Comedian John Clay showcased his incredible dark humor when talking about his mom.
Because your mother is, she sounds...
Oh my God.
She sounds amazing.
That was after she died. She was 101. She lived through the First World War, Great Depression, rise of Hitler and Stalin, Second World War, atomic bomb, foundation of Israel, Cold War, space age. She lived through it all without really noticing any of it.
Graham Norton roasted Nicole Kidman's old modeling photos.
You know, when photographers in movies, when they're doing, you know, photo shoot, and they're always like, oh, look sexy, or give me something. What had the photographer said before?
Why aren't you doing this to anybody?
Is this the sort of thing you're after?
What have I done there?
Oh, Dave, I don't understand. It's a trick tie. It was made for... Oh, I know what this is. Oh, this is exciting. I'm just dressing Dave. Woo! Hold on. There you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
Rosie Perez was explaining an embarrassing wardrobe malfunction she had when she accidentally said too much.
So I went and I was like this, right? And I turned and I put my hands up like this and I came down like this and so did my dress down to my ankles. And I was standing there, my...
Your school was quite rough.
Yes, my school was... I grew up in pretty much, like, ghetto.
No, but you didn't get into proper fights.
Yeah, well, you had to, being a skinny white girl.
Do you have a hood name?
I did have a... Cam. I was always packing.
Wait, do you want to show them what you're packing today?
No, I tucked it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah, you're...
Oh, yeah.
She's packing
something else.
We have a...
Conan O'Brien got roasted by a dominatrix.
Usually I will correct your posture. Shoulders back.
Shoulders back.
No stomach. I don't like stomach. So let's take this a step further.
Okay, so...
Admit I have a pretty good, you know, for a guy in his mid-30s, I have a pretty good vibe.
Mid-30s, yeah. We do role play here, and fantasy is a big part of the game.
Back in 1980, famous comedian Richard Pryor had a horrific incident where he suffered near-fatal burns after catching fire in his apartment, and during his first public appearance after the incident, reminded everyone why he is one of the greats.
Welcome back to the world, my friend.
Thank you.
They all mean it, you know. I don't know where to start. First of all, how you feeling?
I feel...
Don't do that to me.
British comedian Lee Mack almost had an accident on stage.
I ate 40 to 50 of these little sweets. So I go on stage and what's that rumbling? So I look at the packet thinking, it must be this. And on the back it says, do not eat more than 1 or 2 of these at a time because they are a laxative. I've eaten 40 of these. And I said to the costume woman, I said, I'm really nervous about this because I've been going to the toilet a lot and I can't think I can hold it. She said, don't worry, Lee. Worst comes to worse. I'll put a tampon up there. And I said, no. If worse comes to worse, I'll be pushing the tampon up there.
Johnny Carson got completely and utterly lost in Bob Derek's eyes.
Are you alone here? Don't you go out much?
No.
Why
never.
not?
We like to stay home and be private.
Can't say I blame John for that at all. Have you always been private? Are you comfy? I mean, you...
It's very
You comfy there? Yeah, like a pillow? And, You know, I've talked to thousands of people over the years, and all of a sudden I feel uncomfortable, and I don't know why. Can I get in a chair with you?
Hugh Grant told a hilarious story about why he fired his agent.
His shower broke down. He wanted to borrow my bath in my suite, and I said, all right, and I forgot he was in there. And I walked in, and he was on all fours washing. Who washes like that?
He was on all fours?
Yes, and his bottom towards me, this awful, soapy flag of Japan. I have to say that you're a great agent. I'm really, very fond of you, but I've seen your anus and you've got to go.
Let's just say Shelley Winters did not agree with Oliver Reed's views on women.
The women in England are quite good. They're always in the kitchen, so you can't hear them when they shout.
You think that's where they should be, huh?
I really think that most women are happy in the kitchen, not because they like... men make the best chefs, liberationists, if they thought about that. Shh, quiet, woman. Women's liberationists.
Hugh Laurie couldn't handle Kevin Hart talking about his kids.
And Kevin, do your kids, do they aspire to be a performer like you?
My kids are just like me. They're cut. It's scary. Now, my son is a little slower. My daughter is just like me. It's my son. I catch my son doing some of the stupidest stuff. Why are you licking that wall? I'm just playing. No, you're not playing licking the wall, son.
Italian chef Gino Dampo felt disrespected after the host compared his Italian dish to a British dish.
Do you know, if it had, like, ham in it, it's closer. It's closer to a British carbonara.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. You know, it doesn't make any sense what you said. It's a different recipe. It's got nothing to do with the macaroni.
British comedian Lee Mack messed up his first stand-up comedy show pretty badly.
It was my first attempt at stand-up comedy. Well, he said, don't worry, you're just padding. What you're doing is you're looking for comedy gold, which is, where you're from, they say Kent, and you say, what did you call me? So I tried it, but I was very drunk. I said where are you from? The guy says, Wales. I black out and I go, hi. I panic, and then I say, anyone in from Kent? And this bloke shouts out, me. And I said, well, you're a
Carrie Keegan is one of the only actresses that can match Craig Ferguson's freak.
Like, literally, the second we do a show, it's out of my head.
Yeah, that's the best for me, too. Because then you start thinking about, was it any good or any of that rubbish? And then you go crazy.
You're always very good. Just know that.
Why don't you guys go and take a break?
Do you have performance anxiety? Because I can do it in front of them.
Dwayne Johnson took a shot at Kevin Hart as soon as he came into the conversation.
How cool fame is, but also never like...
I don't have the stress you have, though, because I think the thing is, if you are 5'6" and you've got a hat on, I catch the bus and the subway every single day because I'm not in anyone's eye line like that. But I imagine if you can't.
You're 7 feet tall.
Well, what happens if you're 3'2"? Like, how does that...